Hey guys, about to start a podcast. It's going to be very short. We're heading to Houston, last chemo treatment. Yay. So anyway, it's going to be short and sweet. I mean, it's something it's just a little simple thing, several verses. But anyway, I hadn't started the record button yet. For those on YouTube, if you're missing the great sound quality of the magnificent Blue Yeti mic and the intros and the sound effects, go to iTunes, Stitcher, TuneIn Radio, iHeartRadio, basically any podcast any podcast platform. It'll be on there. Now, the thing about YouTube, if you comment, it comes right to me. I'm also, I wouldn't say this on the podcast because it's kind of out of character. I started a new podcast. Has nothing to do with religion. Has nothing to do with the Bible. Has nothing to do with anything spiritual. Matter of fact, it's a show with two of my heathen friends. Two that are on the road who are, I say heathen. They're good guys. They're good guys. But they play music. They get on the road and travel and tour. And so check out. It's in the process. The Greatest Year. You look up thegreatestyear.com. That is the website. You go to iTunes, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, whatever, and look up the greatest year of music ever. And we go through and we make a case. We debate on a year. We put the year in there and we discuss why it's the greatest year of music ever. Now, I picked 1984 to begin with. Okay, and so we go and dig and we look at the metal, we look at the rap, we look at the pop and Lionel Richie and the country and everything. And so we're making a case for it. And we take us back, look at the musicians, how they did. So check it out. The greatest year of music ever. Website, thegreatestyear.com. .com. I got to get going. So anyway, we're on episode 27. So let me get my thing started up here. And we'll get going. Test. Okay, intro here. Welcome to the Hard Verses Podcast, episode 27. They went down from Jerusalem, or down from Jerusalem. This is one of those simple but yet difficult passages that if you were to look through it, you say, wait, the Bible is wrong. And you say, well, what am I talking about? All right, when you're going to Luke chapter 2 and verse 15, it's not a hard verse. But the wording in it would make you consider that it might be wrong. Let me give you an example. Luke chapter 2 and verse 51, and he went down with them, and came to Nazareth, and was subject unto them, but his mother kept all these sayings in her heart. The problem is they came down from Jerusalem, and Nazareth is north of Jerusalem. How can you come down from a place that is north? All right, let me give you another one. Luke chapter 10 and verse 30. It says, and Jesus answered him, a certain man went down from Jerusalem to Jericho. Remember the parable of the Good Samaritan? All right. From Jerusalem to Jericho, and fell among thieves, which stripped him of his raiment, wounded him, and departed, leaving him half dead. Okay, a certain man went down. He went down from Jerusalem to Jericho. Problem is, Jerusalem is northeast. Jericho is northeast of Jerusalem. All right, let's keep going. Acts chapter 8, verse 5. Then Philip went down to the city of Samaria and preached Christ unto them. He was coming from Jerusalem. Samaria is north of Jerusalem. Let's keep going. Acts chapter 12, verse 19. And when Herod had sought for him and found him not, he examined the keepers and commanded they should be put to death. And he went down from Judea to Caesarea and there abode. Judea to Caesarea is, you guessed it, north. He went down, traveling north. Keep going. Acts, well, this is actually one that makes sense. Acts chapter 14, verse 25, and when they had preached the word in Perga, they went down to Attalia. Perga to Attalia is southwest. So that makes sense. They went down from Perga to Attalia. But the rest of them, they went down even though the cities were north. What is going on there? The reason why we keep saying it went down. Did the Bible not understand geography? Did they not have a compass back then? The thing, I'm sure they had compasses back then. I don't know. If y'all know when the origination of the compass was, please let me know. But I believe they knew what, they did know what north and south was, because the sun would come up on the, you have the east and west already mapped out, and so the north and west would be this way. They would understand north. So what's the answer? And this may sound very short for a show, but that's okay, because I'm heading to Houston for the last chemo treatment for my wife. And I apologize, but I don't apologize. So it will be short. Next time will be a longer one. What is the answer? Why is it that we say went down when it is north? When you consider Jerusalem, and you look at any map, and you look in the back of your little study Bible, in the maps, you'll notice there's an elevation. It shows you mountains. And Jerusalem was on a mountain. So if you went anywhere out from Jerusalem, you were going down in elevation. So as you would go to Samaria, it was down in elevation. It didn't matter which direction you went, you were going down, because Jerusalem, that city, was up on a mountain. And you can look on the maps, that whole area was elevated. So anytime you would go to that area, you would have to go up to it. And when you left it, you would go down from it. And that's what it's talking about. You go down from it. It's elevation, not north and south. And I don't know if necessarily we're Americanizing that ideal, and that's why it's hard to understand, which is quite possible. It's very possible that we are Americanizing this ideal of you got to go down to go south. But then I think those who lived in Australia, which way were they going? And the ideal of, well, what do the world maps look like in Australia? I bet they look a little different. So going down, not necessarily south, it's down elevation. That's it, guys. I'm in and out. You can consider that a preaching bonus, meaning that I get rollover minutes next time if I have to want to take extra time. But that's all I got for today. If you have any comments, maybe something to add to it, put them in the comments. Those on YouTube, which are watching me now on the live feed, put it down in the comments. Where else you find things like that about going down and going up, and maybe some insight into, how that culture looked at elevation and how they looked at north and south and stuff like that. But it's not hard to understand. It's not even a hard verse. I just got to go to Houston. But anyway, I will see y'all next week. Remember, subscribe. I'm trying very hard to give y'all consistent, good shows. I'm trying my best to give you valuable content. And so it's one of my promises I make, that if you subscribe, I will not fill you full of junk. I will actually give you stuff that helps you in your Bible study, that actually helps you with hard verses. And check out the other shows that's going on. I had mentioned that there's a new launch of a music show, The Greatest Year. And if you want to look on Stitcher or iTunes, it's The Greatest Year of Music Ever, which was me and two of my music buddies. It's not a Christian show. It's about music. So a little departure from what I'm usually used to, but check it out nonetheless. And we will see y'all next week. Leave your comments, questions down either on the YouTube or either on the website, which you can go to preacherbrian.com, and then my contact information is somewhere on there. You just have to look. I have revamped it. Go check it out. Also, the Bible Genius Bible study is also being rolled out and will be completed probably by the end of the year. And so as we are going through it, it's being built, and you can use it in your class free of charge. I will give you the answers if you contact me. And so I've got Proverbs and Acts in the process. Print them out. They can download them. There's actually fillable PDF forms, so you can just open your tablet up, fill it out. They are set to go. straight questions, no commentary. You figure it out on your own. I give you some direction to where to look stuff up, and you go and you do it. You do the work. I tell you nothing. So you become a Bible genius on your own. It's a great concept, I promise. But anyway, if you have any questions, comments about that, let me know. And we'll see y'all next time. See ya. All right, guys. That's it for the podcast. I will see y'all next week. Of course, y'all will be in my pocket the entire week if y'all need anything. Just let me know, and it goes ding, and it shows up, comment. Matter of fact, I got people commenting on stuff I did 2 years ago. And I still will go back and say, I don't remember what I said, but thank you for commenting, something like that. I appreciate all y'all, especially all the new subscribers. Y'all keep on coming back. We'll talk to y'all later.